Hey everyone, welcome to Bytesector. Today is launch day, PlayStation 5, November 12th, 2020. Don't forget that date. It won't happen again for another 7 years. Without further ado, we're going to unbox the PlayStation 5. We got the full console, not digital edition. We're going to hook it up, set it up, get it up to the home screen. Just an initial impressions and unboxing video. So let's get started. Well, the first thing to notice about the PlayStation 5 is the box seems significantly bigger than the one that the Series X came in. And, I mean, you lie them flats, the Series X is a bit taller, but it is significantly shorter and still not quite as high. So, get that out of the way again. PlayStation is a bigger console though. We all knew that based on the images and things that we've seen come out. It was never going to be the smaller console. So let's get it out of the box. Oh, that is heavy. Certainly, I preferred Xbox's approach where you just opened the lid and the console was there. But here we are. Pull tab, let's get it open. Again, PlayStation 5, it has a lot of my attention. I'm very excited. So let's cut to the top here. So on the top of the box, as you can see, we've got our PlayStation 5 Quick Start Guide, Safety Guide. Those two things can come out. Under that, we have what feels like the stand. So, just gonna quickly remove this. Yep, that's our stand, looking good. Below the stand, we have our Sony HDMI cable. It looks different than the Xbox cable, which is great. It means that I'm not gonna get the two cables mixed up. So let's push that down. In the middle, we've got our power cord. Looks similar on the power receptacle end to the Xbox Series X, but not identical, which is great. I do note that it does not say Sony on the ends of the cable, so don't mix it up. And then on the end here, not new for us, but new for you, is our DualSense controller. We already pre-ordered one and that arrived at the end of October, so we've got it already charged and ready to go. But a beautiful looking controller. Can't wait to test that out. So just throwing this stuff back in the top because I don't want to deal with it. So we're going to remove this top box, which is awesome. Accessory box, I like that they separated that actually. And then below, I'm going to lean this over on its side again to remove the console. As you can see, it's tucked up in there. But let us not screw around with this beast of a machine. And I might, yep, I took it out upside down. That's cool. So, guess that wouldn't have been a problem if I had the box oriented right, but the handle got caught. Okay, so let's pull this and put this off to the side. Now we've got our ends, packaging. Sony's gone with cardboard packaging to keep things safe. Certainly effective. Not sure if I prefer that over the phone though. So, we're going to, this actually is wrapped nicely so that we can unwrap it. So, let's do this. And ladies and gentlemen, our first look at the Sony PlayStation 5. Oh, look at that. Not even etched, carved out of the white plastic. We stand that up. Let's get rid of the foam here. That is a beautiful, beautiful looking console. So a quick physical overview. The front, we've got power button and eject button. Worth noting that Sony actually went for plastic, physical clicky buttons on the front. I'm not a fan of that, Sony. On PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, you went with metallic, touch-sensitive buttons that did not have mechanical switches. I loved that. I kind of considered it part of the premium feel of a PlayStation. So disappointed at the plastic buttons. We have our optical drive here, Blu-ray. And then on the front, we have a Type-C port and a USB port. That's great. Flipping this around onto the back, we have two Type-A ports, gigabit Ethernet again, HDMI, and power. Pretty much straightforward. A lot of the shell has been designed for air intake and air expulsion to make sure that cooling is sufficient. Absolutely thrilled with that. I don't know if you can see in there, but you can see some of the copper heat pipes and stuff in there. And in the bottom, you can see the little extra bulge for the optical drive. On the digital edition there, this bulge will just mirror this side of the console. This is beautiful. And I'm going to get it so full of fingerprints, you cannot even imagine. So, there we have the PlayStation 5 console. In fact, it looks so beautiful standing upright like this, I would almost opt not to put the vertical, or the stand on it for vertical, because it doesn't need it. It can sit on the casing. I'm sure Sony would disagree with me on that one though. So, let's get this puppy hooked up, cable it, throw HDMI onto the TV, power into the wall. We're going to pair our other DualSense controller since it's already charged and ready to go. And we'll take a look at this and set it all up. See you in a minute. Let's get the PlayStation powered on. We have our controller. Worth noting, while that power is on, I did find a USB Type-C cable in the box. I missed that when we were unboxing it on the table here. Sorry about that. We probably actually will need it to pair the controller. Based on the experience with how to pair a PlayStation 4 controller, the PS5, I'm gonna guess, is about the same. You can play as a one-time guest or you can get started. Let's get started. Okay, so let's unplug this ugly cable again. We don't need it. Let's read through and I'll try and stay out of your way. So, we got our terms and agreements. I agree, confirm. Update the software, as I said. I don't mind updating. I agree to the license, confirm. We'll wait for that to update and I'll catch you on the other side. Wow, that is a fast update. Holy jeez. One has to assume that's because we're using the super fast SSD that comes in the PlayStation 5. This generation of consoles has finally fixed the inherent flaw of all previous generations, and that is using rotational hard drives. They just don't work. Even placing an SSD into a PlayStation 4, like a SATA SSD, it just didn't make a big enough difference in performance. So this was huge. Installing the update file. Okay, so it looks like update's a 2-stage update minimum. As you can see on the console, lovely blue light. On PS4 they used a single line blue light on the top of the console. Now they're using this ambient lighting around the air vents on PS5. I like it. It looks really good. There it is. PlayStation 5 booting up. A very lively boot screen, but then a very familiar out of focus bubble appearance. So right off the bat, they're showing you how to connect the controller. I suspect I just have to turn this one on to deal with this problem. Yep. So we'll go with English. Let's see now. The circles should fill the screen without showing black borders. So I'm always just going to adjust to make sure that we've got everything right. Looks good. Adjust your HDR. Brighter and darker, you want to, the symbol is barely visible. Oh, I'm going to go brighter. That's barely visible to me. Just the second setting until the symbol is barely visible. There it is. And I gotta brighten it. There it is, barely visible. If you have a game disc, insert it and it'll continue a setup. We don't have, so we'll just continue without. Let's see now. Optimized experience. Low power use. Console is on, doesn't charge. And custom. I like custom. The ability to customize is always key. For now, we're just going to go with optimized experience, which looks like something that I'm familiar with from the PS4 experience. Third time we've had to agree to the software license agreement. And the account. I love this. I absolutely love this. I hated having to type in my email address and my password on PS4. I hated doing it on the Xbox when I selected whatever mode it was for authentication. I love this. That is so much easier. So, I'm going to go download the PlayStation app, and then we'll pick up here in a second. Okay, so we've got our PS5 or PS app open on the phone. You can see here we're supposed to go to, let's see if it clues into the phone. Sign in on PS5, so we're going to tap on that. I'm going to scan that QR code there. Boom. Look at that. Go to your console, all ready to go. Hey! That was seamless. I didn't even have to do typing on my phone. That's better than Xbox. Okay, that's me. Feel free to add me, guys. I'm always looking for friends to play with. Just privacy settings. By choosing a profile, we're going to be friend focused. And we'll always review those settings later, but for now, we'll apply this. Data collection, limited data only. You know what, we'll adjust that later. For now, we're just going to click OK. We want to get this thing set up and running and see what it looks like, right? Set a passcode so that other people can't log in as you. Acquire a password for making purchases. That seems reasonable and acceptable. Never a good idea to do this. We're going to do this later. A lot of stuff is missing from my account. Family on PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, download media apps. You know, this is going to surprise a lot of people. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't have Apple TV. I only have Prime Video because I'm a Prime subscriber. I don't have DAZN. I don't have Netflix. And I'm not going to watch YouTube on here. And frankly, I'm not going to watch Prime Video either because I have smart TVs everywhere. And Google TV and Android TV. And this is not my media streaming platform. Do this later. So, where does this leave us? Transfer data from your PS4. Wonder if this is going to walk me through actually physically transferring. Ooh, interesting. Well, give me 2 seconds here, guys. I'm just going to power on the PS4. Yeah, I've got a camo DualShock. It's gonna swap me over here. We're just gonna sign in and switch the input back. There we go. I believe that would be the right input on the receiver. Turn that volume down, sign in. And now let's flop our input back over to HDMI 1 and tell it to continue. Let's see how well this works. This is going to be awesome. They're on the same network, preparing for data transfer. It's found my PS4. Look at this. How seamless is this? I mean, I didn't have another Xbox, but Xbox didn't prompt me really to transfer data. And this is seamless. This is way better than anything I could have expected. I expected them to be like, back it up to a drive, or we'll download your cloud data, but that's it. I'll be curious to see what this turns out to be. Yeah, that's me. Next. Save data and account information, sure. Next. Oh, look at this. Select what you want to transfer to your PS5. my console storage automatically tells me what I'll be left with after the end of this. I think I've got 2 games that I want on PS5. Destruction All-Stars, Gran Turismo 7. Everything else, it's kind of gravy. Huh, 1 minute. Start transfer, I want to see this. Now I wonder if this is destructive to the data on the PS4. What do you think? So just taking a quick look here, one of the cool things about the DualSense is the pods for the joysticks don't hang down anymore. I like that. You got a bigger touch surface area in the center here. Interesting. The keys look a bit further apart here. I don't like the buttons at the top of the DualSense. I know it's like, I'll get into a more detailed review later, but these buttons are really hard to press in comparison to what you found on the DualShock. But overall, the DualSense looks and feels like a much nicer controller. Restarting my PS5, we'll see what impact this has had. Welcome to PlayStation 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official, it is here. A new version for the controller. I gotta plug in the USB cable to get the controller to update. This is not as convenient as I would like. But in an effort to get the best possible experience, let's update. I mean, this is going to hopefully be way faster than what we experienced yesterday on the Xbox. But the fact that I have to tether my controller to do this is a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie. But way faster. The Xbox update took like 5 minutes. This took seconds. So, Astro's Playroom, I had already kind of added that to my account. We've got our PS Store, PS Plus, PS Now, Media Gallery, the Share Factory Studio, Remote Play, and the Game Library. Interesting that it showed stuff and then got rid of it. So I'm not really sure what it transferred over from my PS4, but... And then we've got our media, where you can actually download your apps and watch media. Yeah. There it is, people. Astro's Playroom, broadcasts, activities. I don't know. I'm pretty happy. Settings. Just a quick boo at storage, because I tweeted this out earlier. Total storage on the console, 667 gigabytes. The box says 825, and frankly, that's also a bit low for 2020. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the PlayStation 5, in all its glory, ready to rock. We're going to bring you a more detailed review of the PS5 later, but for now, this is our unboxing. This is our initial impressions. You got a bit of a rant from me here and there, but what more do you expect, right? Have a great day. We'll talk to you all later with a more detailed review. In the meantime, I hope you got your console. I hope you're getting to enjoy it. And I know I'm not going to get much sleep, and I'm going to be glued to these things for the next week or two, just to really grasp and enjoy them. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit subscribe, the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. We're even on TikTok, although we've kind of been on hiatus from that since some of the stuff that has come out about it. But we're going to get back to TikTok eventually. Hope you follow us. Keep up to date. Join in the conversation. Leave us a comment. We'll see you next time. Ciao.